Hey guys, it's been a while since we did a pickups video, but I thought today, since I've been away on holiday, Jen wanted to climb a mountain today. I kind of wanted a day off where I just play some games, so we decided to compromise. We will climb the mountain, and I will play some games. Today, since I've been away on holiday and picked up a few things while I was away, I would talk about what we picked up. So let's do a quick game haul. First of all, we picked up Donkey Kong Land 2 on the Game Boy. Now, I'm not going to show you footage of this because Nintendo will claim the video just like that if you do. And I don't really see a reason for giving them some free advertising in that way, just for mentioning that we picked up a game. So let's move on quick, but suffice to say, it's a pretty good game. Enjoying it so far. Now, while I was up in the Lake District, we found a small independent shop that does a lot of music stuff and also does some games. And we found DNA, Dark Native Apostle. Don't know much about this one. It looks kind of interesting. I have no idea what it's going to be. Some sort of brawler, I think. But for £1, I'm not going to pass that up. Especially when it's got the manual and everything seems to be in pretty good condition. Now, there was another one that I got from there at the same time, and that's Hard Hitter 2. Now, Center Court Hard Hitter, I remember being not too bad, so this should be an interesting one, especially for 50p. Can't really complain about that, especially when it's in this good condition. Again, manual and everything is here, so should be quite interesting to give that a try. Oh my goodness, what else we got? Alarm for Cobra 11. This is a German TV series that got a spin-off of a few games on PC mainly. This one's a weird one. Alarm for Cobra 11 Volume 2. But there's only one on PlayStation. Volume 1 is a PC game. So, yeah. Should be interesting. Reasonable condition too. The only issue there is that it's Midas. Therefore, it's probably not going to be very good. Now, let's move on. MX Superfly featuring Ricky Carmichael. It's a racing game, freestyling game. Basically, if you look at SSX and put it on motorbikes, I think that's pretty much what we can expect from this. No manual though, so I hope it's easy enough to get into. This is one that I had to pick up. The moment I saw it, I said, yes, I have to have that. This looks really good. Asterix and Obelix. XXL2 Mission Las Vegas. What is it? It appears to be a set of mini-games, but it looks pretty damn good. I like Asterix, he's fun. Everything is here, so it should be reasonably easy to work out what's going on. So I'm looking forward to giving that a try. Another one that I think will be pretty good to play, ESPN NHL 2K5. Been looking for this for a while because there are a few NHL, there's a few ESPN 2K games. Football, basketball, and hockey. I could find the football one, I could find the basketball one. Hockey was hard to find. Finally got it in reasonably good condition too with the manual, so I am very, very happy in that regard. Oh my goodness. We went to a couple of CEXs and a few other places just looking for games to boost the collection, and took a bit of doing, but we got a fair few, so it's pretty good. Circus Maximus Chariot Wars, yeah, reasonable good condition. I don't know what it's going to be, but it's a unique co-op racing and fighting action. So, is it going to be like Twisted Metal? That would be quite fun if it was. But we'll find out. Got the manual and everything, so very happy with that. This one, I have no idea what to expect with it. At the Races presents Gallop Races. Yeah. Racing game, don't know an awful lot about it. But there is at least one sequel, so it must have been quite good. 3,000 horses, 32 fantastic race courses. Action-packed racing. Yeah. Is it going to be any good? I don't know. We're going to find out when I eventually give it a try. My cat is trying to eat everything in my little waste paper bin. I'm sorry, baby. Am I not giving you enough attention? Oh, she's lovely, but she does tend to chew on things. Yes, you do. Let's move on. Now, here's one that I'm actually very surprised was so difficult to track down. It's a series that I don't have much interest in. And in fact, most people of my age certainly won't be much interested in it. Leave everything alone. You have no need. You're a cat. You have no need for a staple remover. Leave it alone. She's lovely, but a little bit of a nuisance sometimes, aren't you? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. I love you, though. Yes, I do. My little furry monster. Anyway, this series is one of those that has a lot of games, most of which to me look the same, but oh well. Bratz the movie. Really difficult to get hold of this one. But finally got it in atrocious condition, but it's difficult to get hold of, so beggars can't be choosers in that respect. Will I look for an upgrade of it? Probably not. But someone has definitely enjoyed it because that manual is read to bits. And also, someone's stuck little glitter things on it. So, yeah, it's been something that someone liked. Not me, though. Let's move on. X-Men Legends 2. Finally got a copy of this. Last year, no, the year before, when we were really just starting out with the collection, and I had a tight budget of I would not go over this amount of money. We found Legends and Legends 2 at the same time, but I couldn't justify both because I was at the end of my budget, so I didn't get it. And then like when I did have the cash to do it, it was gone. Finally, we got a copy in the same shop, so this may actually be a return of the one that I didn't get last time, but it's in great condition with everything here. It looks to be a 3D brawler, a little like Baldur's Gate or Marvel Ultimate Alliance, I think it was. So that should be quite interesting. Now here's an infamous one. What are you doing? Get away from there. She's been a little nuisance today. She's not happy that we left her while we're away. My parents were looking after her, but from her point of view, we abandoned her. But I think she's taking revenge now, aren't you? But we're back and she seemed happy until now. But here's an interesting one. Now, this one's infamous because there doesn't appear to be any other game in the series. Although there is one on the Atari that has a similar name, but appears to be for a different company. So what's going on there, I don't know. But it's Air Raid 3. Yeah. No other in the Air Raid series, except that Atari game that isn't by the same company, but everything's here in great condition. Box hardly open, so I'm thinking it's not been used an awful lot. But there we are, we'll give it a try and see how it goes. Next up we have Cool Spot, which is a game that I loved when I played it on a friend's Mega Drive back in, whoa, it's got to be the early 90s. And it was so much fun then. I'm glad to finally have a copy of my own. This one's on Super Nintendo, which I think actually has better sound, but the gameplay is just as good and I thoroughly enjoyed it, so I can't recommend this one enough. Here is the final game, and it's one that isn't for the PlayStation 2, it's for my other set that I'm trying to get of all of the Xbox original exclusives. So, Magic the Gathering Battlegrounds. Now, you may notice this is a deeper green case than normal because that is a replacement. In the shop, the entire thing was falling apart. I opened the case to check whether the label was okay because it had a bit of damage on the corner and the entire case just fell apart in my hands. That kind of damage. But everything's here in pretty good condition, and aside from there is a tear there, but I can deal with that. So this should be interesting. Is it like a gauntlet style brawler? I don't know. Either way though, I'm going to enjoy it. So that's the set. That's everything. But that of course is not all, because I have to check my local branch whenever I'm in town to see whether there are new games. And of course there are. So let's have a look at our final set for this pickups. First of all, yeah, the complete series, Slope's Game Room, F-Zero X. DJ Slope, you have made me pick up an F-Zero game. I've been looking at it for a while, but you gave me the impetus, so thank you for that recent complete history on F-Zero. Very informative. I'll put a link in the description bar. If you haven't heard of DJ Slope before, you have now. Go and check his stuff out. It is fantastic. But there wasn't just that for the N64. I did, of course, have to also check out WWF Warzone. Now, I'm not a big wrestling fan, never was, even when I was a kid, and it was a big thing of wrestling at the time, but I am looking to get a complete N64 set at some point, so getting these things while they're still cheap and relatively easy to pick up is a good idea, because I don't want to be looking around, searching high and low to complete a set, while searching for games that I'm really not interested in, so get them while they're there. That's my motto. But that wasn't everything, of course it wasn't. So, we also have another for the Xbox. I'm trying to get all of the original Xbox exclusives, like I said. So we have Carve, which appears to be some kind of wave racing game, so I'm looking forward to giving that a try. Reasonable condition, and everything is here, so I'm very, very happy to add this to the set. There is one small crinkle on the back of the inlay, which unfortunately happens. Sometimes things get caught, but I think I can easily put that back to normal. So very happy to add that to the set, especially since it's been a while since I saw an Xbox exclusive in my local branch of CEX, or in fact local charity shops or anything like that. Xbox wasn't that big around here, it seems, apart from outside of the really big games that everyone wanted. So these are getting quite tricky to get. I've got over 50% of the exclusives, and it's getting hard to find the rest. Funnily enough, it's getting hard to find the rest on the PS2 as well, but I managed to pick up 3 more. So we've got Driven to Destruction. Don't know much about this. It appears to be some sort of racing combat game. Very happy to get it. It's got everything here, with the extra bump as well, so that's pretty good going. Very happy to have that in the collection. Wow, look at the size of that manual. You don't see manuals that big very often these days. So, in fact, some games these days aren't even coming with manuals. I don't understand what's happened. Have people suddenly realised that you never actually read them if the tutorials are good enough? Perhaps, but either way, very happy to add Driven to Destruction. I can't even pronounce it. Very happy to add Driven to Destruction to the collection. Next up, we've got Project Minerva Professional. Don't know an awful lot about this, but it appears to be some sort of third-person shooter, maybe a bit of an adventure as well. It does have the manual and everything here, so I'm very happy to add this to the set, even though I have a feeling... hang on. Yep, it's by Midas, so who knows how good it's going to be, yeah. Last but not least, here's the one that is very interesting. The local branch of CEX couldn't find this on their system, couldn't find this on their shelves, not on their system. They did find it on their system, and they bought it in 2005, which means it was 4 years after it was released that they bought it in. And it's been in there ever since. Apparently, they forgot they had it, or they lost it, they misplaced it. So they've suddenly found the covers and put it on the desk, the counter, where Jen and I found it. Well, Jen did. She always has a look at whatever's stacked up on the counter just to make sure that we haven't missed anything. And we hadn't, because we found them. It's Flintstones Viva Rock Vegas. I don't know how good it's going to be, but apparently they bought this in 13 years ago, and this is the first time that anyone's bought it. So, really, really good condition. It's been well looked after, wherever it's been. Manual looks like it's hardly ever been touched, if it's been touched at all. And everything is in superb condition. I can't believe how good this is. So I'm really happy to have picked that up. And that's it. That's all we have for you. So I hope you've enjoyed this look at the pickups. We are now coming up on 69%. We're not there yet, but we're like 68.5% on the PlayStation 2 collection. 50%, well, 54%, 3 or 54% on the Xbox set, and we've got a long way to go on the N64, but we're getting there, and that one's just like, I'll get there eventually. I'm not looking to blitz it or anything like that. I'm enjoying the collecting, because that's what I like to do. I enjoy collecting, and of course, all of this eventually is going to make its way into the gaming museum, which is what I'm aiming for all of this. Long way off yet, but we are going to get there. Right, that's it. I'll see you tomorrow for a GameHammer Daily.